I thought I would do another little video so that my subscribers get first sort of dibs at what I'm putting into my shop later today, if not tomorrow morning. I've been putting these kits together of hand-dyed fabric for journal covers, and as fast as I put them into my Etsy, they've been selling. So this is the kit. I'm going to go through it in a minute and show you what's in there. In the meantime, I have been making a journal that is going to be a scroll. Yep, here we go. This is the start of it. I've done about a third of it, I would say. A little bit more to do, which I'm going to do this afternoon. So there's not organza, a glassine bag there with some writing space and things in the pocket, little belly band, little snowman tag. There's some tags hung here with a bell on, some decoupage work. This is a pullite. Just take this rusted paper clip off, and as you can see, it pulls out with all these little envelopes which are pinned on, and within the envelopes are some little bits and bobs which I'm not going to show you because they're surprises. They are stickers and buttons and other exciting things. So that's where I'm up to. I'm going to do something here now with some mica. I'm going to make some sort of door, try and make it look like a little magical kingdom. And then I've got this much more to do. It's on piano roll. And then it's going to be round around a vintage bobbin or spool. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. I've been quite busy with that this week. So let's get back to this and have a look at this set, which I think would make a really good journal cover. Right, we're not too close, are we? Let's just zoom out a little bit. Right, I'll just take it apart and then we can fasten it back together. So there's the cover. Let's take these off and go through those. And I'm just going to pin it together for you, so whoever buys this will get it all pinned together. It will also come wrapped in some vintage sewing pattern paper. So as you can see, there's lots of layers. Let's hope I can remember what order. So this is some dyed cotton. Now it's not evenly dyed because I didn't want it to look evenly dyed. This is like a shabby chic Bohemian style cover. So let's measure it. I think it's actually about 12.5 centimetres by inches, sorry, by almost 9 inches. We've got a spine of almost an inch, and this is really solid cardstock. I've already scored it, so it's ready. Right, let's get my pins. I love collecting big pins. So these have got like a grey pearl head on them. Right, and let's go without any further ado. So we'll put that on. Let's flip it over like we did last time and just pin this down. I mean, you don't have to do it in this order. You can do it in whatever order you want. Indeed, you don't even have to use it as a journal cover. This is just what my idea, and this is how the pack will come out to you. I've just sent one off yesterday to the United States. I know, big demand. I like this one as well because it's Christmassy, the green, so you don't need, I've put it with like a violet colour, but you don't need to do that. You can put it with red if you wanted to, you know, for that Christmas look. Let me have a look, check I am in frame. My workstation and my craft room are like, they look like a bomb's gone because I am working on quite a few different Christmas projects. So there's the cover. So that is what it would look like. So this would obviously be approximately 6 by, was it 9? Was it 9? Yeah, 6 by almost 9. So on top of that, I put this. Now this is off a vintage, it's really pretty this. It's off a vintage cushion cover. So it's got the lovely embroidered lace, lovely embroidered cotton and the lace around the edge. So I'll put that on there. I'm going to put it like, do I want it overlapping at the top? No, I'm going to put it there like that. Let's just take that in there. It's always good to pin out your design first anyway before you start fastening it all together, because the sod's law is you start fastening it together and then it's not how you want it to be. So that looks really pretty on there. They're dyed with the same dye, but you know, the different fabrics and textiles take up the dye quite differently. Then I put this piece of hand dyed lace. You can see it's done on the same, using the same dye, but it is slightly different colour again. This is beautiful crocheted vintage lace. So I'm going to pop that down there. So let's just pop that there. So it'll come exactly like this with all the, as I've pinned it together now, with all these pins. Get these big pins. I'm a big fan of big pins, and I'm a big fan of, you get it, big needles too. That's a doll making needle. I've sort of got this from Robin Dudley House, the Artsy Bohemian. Right, I've got this is the corner of a tablecloth. You see the corner there, and I thought that lends itself to just going across there and up there, so we get a bit of an overlap. There's a bit of the purple got on there, but I don't mind that. So let's just bob that there. Before we do that, I think I'd put that on there as well. This is a vintage doily. Now it has got a little hole there, but if I put it that way, I don't think it matters anyway. You could glue that down and you wouldn't even notice it. So by overlapping your lace, you're actually extending the size of the book as well, which is quite nice. I'm just folding this over. You would of course cut it if you were doing this yourself. Let's just bob that on that corner. Come on pin, you're a big pin. Don't want to work with this pin today, don't want to go through. There we go. Right, let's just bob that up there. Now you could leave it at that or add something, you know, if you wanted to keep it green, maybe for spring or for St. Patrick's Day. It's another thought. But I actually put this purple and green, it's the centre of a larger doily, this. I put that on there. Let's just pin it down, because I like the way the green and the violet contrast each other. So I'll just pin that onto there. Ooh, if I bought this, I'd be very excited about the pins as well. I can't wait to go. We've got a place near us, a huge antique centre, and I keep planning and planning to go. I definitely need a trip, because that's where I like to look for pins. Get these big pins. This is from somewhere called, oh, Gordon Rigg. That's the garden centre. It's about 20 miles away from where we live. That's a fabulous place. I remember when it was like in a bit of a garage, whereas now it's It's huge. And then I got these are vintage appliques off a wedding dress. So I thought those would just look pretty on there. Let's pin those on. So then once you've sort of worked out your design, you can then either stitch it together or just flip that. You could stitch it together or you could glue it. I like to glue. I do like to use Fabri-Tac. I do like to use bookbinders glue as well. That is so pretty. When I put these together, I think, oh, I want these for me, I want these for me. But I'd end up making that many journals. Well, I'd never finish any because I'd just keep starting them and never really get anywhere with them. Right, so there we are, all folded over and layered in. So if we close the book, that is what the journal cover would look like. How absolutely stunning is that? Just a bit of fluff. And there is the back, which looks nice with that on there. It would look nice without that as well. So that is the book. So to go with it, I have put these, this is a brooch. So it's still it is a working brooch. I thought that looked particularly nice. It's diamante, like a rhinestone. Like a rhinestone cowboy. There we go, that's pretty. I have put this heart in. You can tell from the size of my hand, it's a decent size heart. This lovely little strand of like crystals. It's obviously been a pendant off a necklace or something. But look at the greens, they're perfect together. I thought maybe even, you know, you could just pin it with a safety pin or something, you know, just to the front of your journal. Just so that's probably what I would do. So it just sort of dangles, you know, on the front of your journal. So there's that, there's the heart, there's the rhinestones, there's this earring, vintage earring, which I love. This is cotton just sort of wrapped around, and it's got these are what I call jewel colours, as in Jewel, and these are sort of jewel colours as well. That I would probably just hang it and glue it, or you could hang it, you know, from the edge of a page or something. I wouldn't put all of this on the front, or maybe you would. Put some on the back as well. Just trying to pop that through, just to give you an idea. I thought it went really well. Okay, don't go through. You will go through because I'll make you. It's like I'm not going through. And then there's this is again part of a big bead, but it's like a mother of pearly. I thought that went nice. And then this is like a policeman's button. There's a policeman's button. There are 1, 2, 3 vintage mother of pearl buttons, and this one I think might be shell looking at it, but it's very pretty. And then there are these are neutral coloured vintage buttons. They're not mother of pearl, you don't have to put all that on the front, I'm just putting up there to show you. Put them on pages and things like that. So that's those. You will also get this piece of hand-dyed crocheted, like a tatting sort of thing, and it's got the greens in, it's got pink, it's got the lavender, the violet. I mean, you might want to put that around there, that would look nice too. So you get that for your money. You get this little heart, this little padded heart. That would look quite nice actually, you know, pinned on or stitched onto the spine. Little padded heart which has been dyed in the same colours. There's this piece of lace. This is like, I I think it's quite a modern lace, or like a nylon lace. Maybe it is from the early days of nylon. And it's dyed with the same colours, but I love sort of this yellow green that it's gone. There are a couple of pieces of Broadway lace. There is this that looks like it's maybe been around a neck, little lace type collar. There is some tulle, which is dyed in the violet colour. Let's get all these together. There is some more, this is off a vintage dress. Can you see that? Can you see the pattern in there? Yes, you can. And then there's a piece of cheesecloth. Oh, got a bit of fluff on it. There's a piece of cheesecloth as well, which is quite fine. You can sort of see, well, I don't know if you can, but I can see my hand through it. So that is the next pack that is going into my Etsy today or tomorrow. So I hope you like that. That's a beautiful Christmas present. It's a beautiful gift for yourself. It's a Christmas present for yourself. It's great for, like I say, if you take the purple off for a St. Patrick's Day journal or a Christmas journal, if you choose to put red with it. Bohemian, gypsy style journals, shabby chic. So I hope you've enjoyed watching, and like I say, you'll get it exactly like this. These will all be in a little bag, of course, but the pins and everything and the card there. So thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed my video, just hit subscribe. Please leave me a comment. If there's anything else you'd like to see in my shop, please let me know. Thank you very much. See you soon.